Just in, Donald Trump announces strong policy that will help IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu's ESN. My dear listeners, here is a good news as Donald Trump announces a strong policy that will help IPOB and Nnamdi Kanu's ESN. My dear listeners, a quick one here before I go into the details. Well, it is actually a good thing if the newly elected president, actually does the way he announced. So, my dear listeners, before I go into details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share, and kindly please stay tuned as I read today's news. The proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB has claimed that former US President Donald Trump's policy on the United States Agency for International Development (USAID) will play a significant role in weakening terrorist groups operating in Nigeria's southeast. In a post on X, Emeka Gift, one of IPOB's spokespersons, argued that the funding mechanisms of terrorist organizations in Nigeria have international roots, particularly through foreign aid agencies. He pointed out that IPOB's Eastern Security Network, ESN, established by Nnamdi Kanu, was created as a defensive force to protect the people of Biafra against external aggressors, specifically Fulani jihadists. Emeka Gift's post raised concerns about how terror groups sustain their activities. He questioned the sources of their funding and the supply of sophisticated weapons that enable their operations. According to him, various investigations have suggested that international organizations, including USAID, may have indirectly financed terrorist activities, either through oversight or negligence. Citing the Middle East Forum (MEF), Emeka claimed that USAID, alongside the US State Department, has funneled hundreds of millions of dollars to organizations with connections to designated terrorist groups. He referenced the Falahi Insaniyat Foundation (FIF), which has links to Lashkar-e-Taiba Elite, a banned terrorist group in Pakistan. The post further alleged that the same USAID funding patterns have also been linked to ISIS and Islamic State West Africa Province (ISWAP), both of which are active in Nigeria. These claims, while unverified, have fueled ongoing debate on the internet, with critics accusing the Biden administration of creating an enabling environment for such funding schemes. Adding to these concerns, Nigeria's Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Gwabin Musa, recently spoke to Al Jazeera about the involvement of foreign NGOs in aiding terrorists. He revealed that some NGOs, claiming to be neutral humanitarian organizations, have been treating wounded Boko Haram fighters instead of ensuring they face justice. General Musa questioned the legitimacy of such organizations, arguing that their actions indirectly support terrorism. His statements have reinforced suspicion about how certain international groups, including some funded by USAID, might be aiding terrorist networks in Nigeria under the guise of humanitarian assistance. With these concerns in mind, Emeka Gift argued that Donald Trump administration had more aggressive stance on cutting off funding terrorist-linked entities. He suggests that if Trump were to return to power and reinstate his stringent policies on foreign aid, many of these financial channels would be disrupted. According to Lemeka, without these financial resources, terrorist groups such as Boko Haram, ISWAP and Miyetti Allah affiliated militias would struggle to sustain their operations. These, in turn, would weaken their presence in Nigeria, especially in the southeast, where IPOB's ESN has been actively resisting their activities. He further noted that leaders with strong anti-terror policies, like Trump, take decisive actions to eliminate the financial networks that enable terrorism. Cutting off these resources, he argued.
Now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.